We're here in Manila with the great legendary champion Manny Pacquiao, Sean Gibbons, and Manny is announcing.
It was like when I was growing up, he was always a fighter I was studying. I was always like watching. He was always like one of my favorites. It was so like just so technical. Even when he was
following his election defeat, Manny Pacquiao has officially announced his return to the boxing ring with a bout against Mario Barrios. The two recently had their first face-off. And while many fans view the upcoming fight as little more than a high-profile exhibition, the intensity in the air suggested otherwise. The face-off carried the energy of two determined fighters, both hungry to prove something. There was nothing about Manny Pacquiao during the face-off that resembled an aging fighter. His presence and demeanor were just as commanding as when he first stepped into the ring. It's likely that the sting of his defeat in the Philippine senatorial election still lingers, fueling his desire for redemption. While he may have lost at the ballot box, Pacquiao knows he can't afford to lose in the one place where he's always reigned supreme, the boxing ring. He may not have secured a political legacy, but in boxing, he remains a legend. And against Mario Barrios, he has the chance to make a powerful statement.
When you see the Manny Pacquiao fight, what can you learn from that fight?
It showed that combination punchers. That's how Pacquiao was landing. His punches, combinations, and it just shows you that he is a great fighter. But I'm going into this camp, coming into this fight confident, everything right with our game plan, and I'm going to try to execute it as.
His opponent, however, is fully aware of what Manny Pacquiao brings to the ring. Even in his 40s, Pacquiao handed Keith Thurman the first defeat of his career, making history as the oldest fighter to win a world title in the welterweight division. That victory alone is proof that there's little Pacquiao can't do when it comes to boxing. Barrios knows this well. While Pacquiao's recent loss in the Philippine senatorial election may have been a political setback, it has done nothing to dull his fighting spirit. Across from him stood a younger fighter, burning with ambition, hungry for his first world title, eyes locked on the boxing legend before him. This isn't just a match. It's a clash between a decorated legend and a determined champion, a living icon aiming to defy the passage of time and silence. Those who say the sport has moved on without him. Pacquiao steps into the ring not just to fight, but to remind the world that he's far from finished.
Surprising. Obviously, I know Manny very well. He's a true competitor. He's a guy that if you put something in his head, and obviously to create more history, he's a guy that's going to give everything and try his best. That's what Manny. One thing I always learned with Manny is give 110% and try your best no matter what. So he's going to give it his all.
With their fight set for July, a press conference has been announced and will take place in the coming weeks as both fighters begin preparations for what promises to be an epic showdown in the boxing capital of the world, Las Vegas. Ever since news broke that boxing legend Manny Pacquiao would be coming out of retirement to face current WBC welterweight champion Mario Barrios, the boxing world has been buzzing. Fans and analysts alike have been questioning the wisdom of the 46-year-old's return to professional competition. It would be a different story if Pacquiao were stepping back into the ring for another low-stakes exhibition bout, like the one he had against Rukia Ampo in July 2024. But this is no exhibition. This is a high-stakes title fight, and concerns about Pacquiao's age and readiness are growing louder as the date approaches.
Can't be Father Time, but Father Time is hard, and it was very hard watching him fight Lucas, and you could see it. And then watching the exhibition he had with the Korean guy or the Japanese guy in last year, it was hard to watch. I know Manny, I know the man that I was sparring. I love that guy. So, but again, he's a legend, and he turns it on.
This time, however, Pacquiao isn't stepping into the ring with just anyone. He's facing a reigning world champion in his prime, someone fully prepared to do whatever it takes to put Pacquiao down for good. On May 15th, the Boxing Kingdom X account shared a video showing the first glimpses of Pacquiao in training for his professional comeback against Barrios. The post was captioned, "First footage of Manny Pacquiao training for his professional boxing comeback has been released."
It's gone before we start here. Pacquiao Barrios, Manny, former opponent of yours. A lot of reports he's going to fight Mario Barrios for the WBC title a number of years out of the ring. What do you make of it?
Well, one, I hope he doesn't get hurt. I think there's every chance he could do. Secondly, I think how has he got to a world title shot? 15.
Fans have been quick to express their concerns about the footage in the comments. He got tired. First time I've ever seen him get fatigued hitting the bags. Bad sign, but good luck to him. Legend, one fan wrote. Another commented, "I hate to see him coming back. I hope he doesn't get hurt for real." A third fan responded with a gif of Pacquiao being knocked out cold in one of his past fights, seemingly predicting a similar outcome against Barrios. The unease among fans is clear. Many worry that this time, the boxing legend may be stepping into more than just another comeback fight.
Barrios? Imagine if he was number 1 and 2 in the division and trained all your life to get there, and then Manny comes in after being retired 5 years or whatever it is, and goes into number 5 in the division. Boxing.
One fan summed up the sentiment by writing, "Manny Pac-Man should take his Hall of Fame honors and bow out gracefully." I get that being undefeated isn't everything, but there's no point in risking losses to younger fighters who should be showing him respect, not trading punches with him. Still, with Pacquiao clearly committed to this comeback, all fans can do now is hope he emerges from the fight safe and healthy. The former 8-division world champion is set to challenge WBC welterweight title holder Mario Barrios for the coveted green and gold belt on July 19th. It marks his return to professional boxing after a 4-year hiatus. The last time Pacquiao entered the ring was in August 2021, when he lost by unanimous decision to Yordenis Ugas.
My legs tight.
Yeah, we saw that you didn't use your legs as much, not as much footwork from you, and not as much head movement from you as well. Was it a matter of tightness? Was that the issue?
Yeah, my legs is so tight. That's why it's hard to move.
Do you think that's father time? 42 years old, still doing this, man, going the distance here against yes, look at this. This crowd is so pumped to be here. They came to see you. What do you want to